We're going to be talking about what's in or out in video for 2020. My name's Jenn Jager. I've owned a video production company for about 10 years. I've been working in video for a long time, so I have some predictions about what's going to be hot or not in video for 2020, whether that be in style or substance. My first hot is going to be transitions. Funky transitions between your video shots is back. I still kind of don't really advocate for too many transitions in your video editing, but I've noticed that a lot of these plugins that you can get for Adobe Premiere or Final Cut have really great design, and so for that reason, I say transitions are back. We're done of the days of like boring, I don't know, pushes, wipes, box wipes, and stuff like that that was kind of tacky and that stuck around for a really long time. Now take a look at some of these really cool transitions that you can find online. You can buy them and then install them in your existing editing software. They definitely level up the look of your videos, so I say transitions are back. My next prediction is definitely a not. This is a trend that I think should have been over a long time ago, but I still see people doing it. But I say 2020 is the year to ditch the photo slideshow video wannabe. You know this when people think they have a video, but all it is a montage of photos. I say photos and video is over. Every single one of us has a video camera in our pocket all day long. There's no reason not to have live action video. So for me, the photo slideshow is out. My next prediction is a hot one. It is monochrome video. Take a look at this video I made for a client recently. Actually, next week, I'm going to be showing you a tutorial about how I did this effect, but these monochrome looks are definitely way in. Over the past few years, we've really seen a lot of gradients in both graphic design and in video, and I'm still into gradients. I don't think they're going anywhere, but the new next level is monochrome. My next prediction is a hot one again. It is all about fonts. We know that big blocky fonts have been in, which makes sense because a lot of people are watching video content on their phones, so big blocky fonts are easier to read. But I think that fonts are going to make a little bit of a shift toward more of an artisanal kind of look, a little bit more creative fonts, less kind of standard and modern looking, and more interesting fonts. Even mixing fonts, I definitely see that being a trend. My next prediction is a not, and this is probably a technique that I'm still going to have to use going forward for a while because my clients are still asking for it. But my feeling is that the two-camera interview is over. It's been done to death. This is a trend we've been seeing for about 10 years where you have two cameras set up on your subject, one kind of wide and the next one a little bit off to the side, maybe a little bit tighter, and then you kind of ping pong between the shots and editing. I just think it's kind of a lazy technique. It's really helpful for when you're trying to cut up sound bites. That way you can cut out something someone said maybe in the middle of a sentence, sandwich the two beginning and end of the sentence together and cover the cut with the second camera. But I'm not into it. I think it's over. I think it's a really dated look. And like I said, I'll probably still have to do it for some clients, but I'm definitely not pushing that one anymore. I say two cameras are a not. My next hot prediction is all about substance. I think we're going to see an increase in user-generated content. And what that means is that you are using marketing content that's created by your own clients and customers. You can even let them do like a takeover of your Instagram or Facebook for a day. I think user-generated content is going to be kind of like the new wave of marketing. And it's not going to take over like traditional marketing. We're still going to be doing, very traditional kind of promotional marketing. We're still going to be doing a lot of content marketing, which is always huge. But I think that like handing over your phone to a client and letting them post on your behalf is going to be a very cool, interesting new trend. And my final prediction is actually something I see as being more of an issue going forward, and yet I don't really know what the solution's going to be. And that is going to be a resolution to all of these disparate aspect ratios that we're seeing across all platforms. This is something that's been kind of a mess for a while now, and I can see it a little bit coming to a boil. For instance, when Disney launched their streaming site, there was a huge uproar about how The Simpsons was shown on that platform because the old Simpsons episode were 4:3 aspect ratio, but when Disney was initially streaming them, they were making them 16:9, so cropping off the top and bottom of the frame. We also know that in May of 2019, IGTV finally caved and decided to support landscape video because not every creator wants to make everything in a vertical format. You know how I feel about vertical video. So I can see, I don't really know what the solution's gonna be. And it doesn't mean that all these different aspect ratios are gonna go away, but I do see more flexibility coming in the future for support for different formats. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting and exciting things happening in the world of video in 2020. So I'm excited to see if my predictions come true. If you want to see that tutorial about monochromatic video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you never miss when I post, and that'll be dropping soon.